Intuitive Edge here. Hey, I just wanted to check in and take a look at what's happening with the new 8kun website that's supposed to be coming online. So what's going on with that? 8kun, as some of you may know, is the replacement for the 8chan message boards. 8chan went offline last August and they've been looking at a replacement and been running into technical issues and difficulties. And so I wanted to pull a few cards and see when this next 8kun will be up and running, if that's going to happen. So I'm doing an 8-card Celtic cross spread. The first card is about the issue. Now I've got this card. The first card out is the 7 of Swords reversed. This is a card about a tricky situation or having to deal with something in a delicate manner. Working through, it's my little tiny deck. This deck is like half the size of my regular decks. But this is having to deal with something tricky and be careful. It's like you can't just rush through and have something just happen. There's a process, okay? This is a card about having a process and having to do things the right way, okay? Now it's crossed by a reversed Fool. The Fool card is about jumping in, blissful, carefree. We're just gonna go do this and if now the first card being a caution card, this card being kind of a jumping in, free for all and carefree. That's what's crossing it. It's like there's a process that has to be followed and you can't be too careless to get it set up the right way. Okay, it has to be done the right way. And so that's what I'm getting with that. Now, above what we know, we have the 4 of Swords reversed. I'll show you, this card came in reverse. Here's it upright. As a reversal, this card is about taking rest, taking time out. And this card reversed means that you're not taking a break, you're not resting. And in the position of what we know is that things have been going around the clock. People have been working around the clock tirelessly, putting in efforts to get this up and running. So, next question is kind of what led up to this. And we've got the 3 upside down, the 3 of Cups upside down. This is a card of partnership, and this is like the ending of a partnership. So that's kind of what we know happened originally with the 8chan message board, is that the agreement and the partnership ended, which is why they went offline. Okay, so we do know that. In the past, okay, here's what we have moving into the past. I've got a 3 of Wands. This could be about frustration at obstacles, missed opportunities, disappointment at obstacles, feeling frustrated. Now, this is in the position of what's moving into the past. So having that card of frustration at not being able to go forward, and we have that as what's leaving, leads us into the next card, which is what's coming up in the future. Now, this is interesting. This is the 5 of Swords. This is a card of conflict, but it's also a card of conflict about being on the battlefield when something is over. And this person, as you see in this picture, is picking up the swords, picking up the spoils after the battle, picking up the spoils of war, okay? So this tells me, with leaving behind that sense of frustration and at obstacles or miscommunications or not being able to get something going and having to fight through a battle, okay, and picking up the pieces and going forward. To me, that feels positive. Even though the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict and fighting, it tells me that there's hope going with this, picking up the battle pieces, and I think it's a positive thing. And the reason I think it's a positive thing is because the bottom card on the entire deck was the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is the wish card. wishes being granted, wishes coming to fruition and being fulfilled. That's what makes me think that overall, yes, it's been a struggle, yes, it's been hard, but overall, this card is your wish is being granted. So eventually, I do think that 8kun, this new message board, will be back online. I felt for a long time, actually went back when that whole thing kind of went away, or the Q message board, I did a reading back then and felt that at some point Q would return and begin posting again. So I do feel that this is confirmation of that this process is moving along, that there are steps being made, and I know people are working around the clock to get this up and running. So I think it'll work out in the end. So that's what I have for this. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.